Quick, graph y equals 1/2 times the greatest integer of x by hand, two different ways. This is part of the Family of Functions series. You will need graph paper, or you can download this PDF and print it, and press pause as needed anytime during the video. The first way is with the step dance. Normally the first step begins at the origin. The factor 1/2 does not affect the first step because 1/2 times the greatest integer of 0 is 0. So we'll go ahead and plot the first step at the left endpoint at the origin. However, all other left endpoints are going to be multiplied by 1/2. For example, 1/2 times the greatest integer of 1 is 1/2. So we'll plot at 1, 1/2, the left endpoint. 1/2 times the greatest integer of 2 is 1. So we'll plot 1 at 2, 1. And we'll continue the same pattern. And this is the graph of y equals 1/2 times the greatest integer of x. Comparing that to the greatest integer function, parent function in blue, you can see that the y values in blue are multiplied by 1/2 to get the green y values, not just here, but in all points. Also notice that the left points lie along the line y equals 1/2 x. And that 1/2 comes from that coefficient. Second way, using a table. Here's a table of our left endpoints on the parent function y equals greatest integer of x. We keep the x coordinates the same, and we're going to multiply each of the y coordinates by 1/2, that coefficient. 2 times 1/2 is 1, so at 2, 1 we'll plot our step rather. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. So at 1, 1/2, we'll plot our next step. Go ahead and finish this table and finish plotting the steps. Press pause and then resume when you're ready. The origin remains unchanged, so left endpoint at 0, 0. -1 times 1/2 is -1/2, so the next left endpoint is -1, -1/2. And -2 times 1/2 is -1, -2, -1 is the next left endpoint. Continue using the same pattern, and then also comparing that to the parent function. Now you try one. Graph y equals 1/3 times the greatest integer of x. Use either method or both for the practice. Press pause to do this and then resume when you're finished to check. And the one in green is the function that we want, y equals 1/3 greatest integer of x, compared to the blue, which is the parent function. Notice they both share this same step right here.